Hello, how are you? I am here. And are you there? I think you are. Hello! Hello! Okay, I'm streaming. Okay, cool. Get the chat notification and all. Okay, cool. Hello! Welcome to my stream, and for some reason, Google Assistant started showing up. Who the fuck called you? Hello! So today we're playing Ace Combat 7. It's one of my favorite games. I like this series because it like blends a lot of realism with uh, like science fiction stuff, and yeah, I really like it. The menus are in Italian, but the audio and subtitles are in English, so everyone should be able to understand. It's just the option that I need to see for myself that are only in Italian. So, thank you for tuning in, and yeah, I'm sure we can get this started already. So. We're going to be playing the campaign. I'm gonna be live for like a couple of hours, so like it's not gonna be a super long stream. Hope the audio is alright. Actually, let me check. Okay, levels should be okay. Maybe I'll lower just a tiny bit of the game audio, cause this game does get quite a bit loud, so this should be fine. So I have already played through this game before, but I recently got a new graphics card with a new monitor and everything. So and I also bought some DLCs. So I'm kind of curious to see how this goes. So we're going to play on normal difficulty, and here's
Does
the
the color of the
cutscene.
sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my
Hi,
family
Juko.
for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war.
Ciao.
Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone.
Yeah, in some sense,
Wherever the
this game
souls
is
of my
actually
Gramps and
pretty
his
similar
pals are flying,
to Metal Gear.
I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up.
Thank you for the follow, Chuka. Yeah, can we pretend the airplanes in the night sky are like Metal Gears? Wow, nice.
So, I flew up. Straight up. Through the clouds. Higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osia's fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Right. You should have been my best with this piece of junk. Should have built a return too.
For those of you who don't know, IFF is identification of friend or foe system. Basically, it's a computer that tells if you're a friendly or if you're an enemy. That's it.
I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usea as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site.
Yeah, this is the start of the game. They have to explain everything, so it's kind of boring.
Broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead. What? How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
Scramble, all units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base.
Oh yeah, a lot of these Ace Combat games just start out with I mean, in Italian it's colpo di stato. In English they use the French word coup d'état, so it's pretty similar. So this is kind of the briefing of the game. We just have one air target, we just have to shoot it down, that's it. And there's us, our code name is Trigger, and we have to shoot down a bomber. This is kind of like the tutorial mission, yeah. And we got to choose our airplane. Got some DLC airplanes that I can already choose. But technically you should start with this. This is the base game plane. Let's see what they gave me. This is the plane from the intro. That we normally could not fly it. Hi Kurain. We normally could not fly it, but with the DLC we can fly it, and it's got weapons and everything. So, but just like the Avril said, it's only built for speed. Thanks Kurain, thanks for the follow. We should use... Oh, this is pretty balanced, but it's a tutorial mission. I'll just use the base game one. And we have special weapons. For now, just air-to-air missiles. And we can fly.
Each squad Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
You need to hear my whole name. Okay. Thanks for following Kurain Insight. Is that better?
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron.
And there we go. We're starting right now. This is the first mission. And it's telling us how to accelerate and everything. Helicopter, helicopter. And there we go.
Column Squadron and Defender Airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2 altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
Yeah, the tutorial for now is in Italian, and I think I set the the controls are right. You can do a barrel roll. Yeah, this game probably isn't the best one to stream. Now that I think about it, it's gonna be a lot of you know, a lot of this and the headaches and stuff. But you know, this is the tutorial mission, so we just have to shoot just one plane.
Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to
And
be
they're
human.
teaching us about stall.
You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers.
So stall is when there's not enough air going over the wings of the plane,
Looks like bombers have been located.
and you eventually fly down.
Down. Good job, Mage 2.
We shot down that,
Not bad, Mage
so
2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
oh yeah, and the radar is this one, right? Yeah.
There it is. Sitting
Yep.
there all pretty, just waiting to be taken.
And of course, the blue arrows are allies, the red arrows are enemies. And you know, when I said something, actually, I'm kind of blocking the HUD. Just a second. I wonder if I can do like, hold on, like if I put myself here, is that better? Yeah, you can kind of see a little bit better. So yeah, when I said this game kind of blends realism with fan fiction, not fan fiction, I mean science fiction.
Introduce ourselves.
You can see I have 68 missiles, and that's like not realistic at all. A plane does not carry that much missiles, and I have 16 more that are like special missiles. Actually, I can kind of use them right now, don't I? No, never mind. Oh yeah, and if I want to be cinematic, I think I can do that. Yeah, and that's a super cinematic shot. Bam! Yeah. But I kind of love it because of this like almost Western film, like Western action film. And there's one more over there. And I got also the cannon, which shoots right there. And that is like kind of the melee of this game. If you run out of missiles, you shouldn't. You can resort to this, or if you want to save up your missiles, you can use the cannon. Oh yeah, and they're teaching us about special missiles, which are for these missions. It's these ones. I can send 4 at a time, lock up to 4 targets at a time, and take them out at the same time.
You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece.
And we can, of course, accelerate and brake. You can see at the back of the plane there's little flaps that help me slow down. And the thing is, the faster you are, the harder it is to turn. The slower you are, it is easier to turn, but you can encounter the risk of stalling. This is like the tutorial mission, so I'm kind of spamming special missiles. Like, it doesn't really matter. This is like the super easiest mission of the game. It does get a bit harder later in the game.
Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. These, I can't tell them apart.
And therefore, so I can use my special and lock them up. Specials also have a longer distance. Like, yeah, 4,000? Yeah, no, actually. It's better if I get closer. Because, like, standard missiles only lock up to 1,500 meters, I think. Yeah. And, you can break a lock by going into the cloud. So if I shoot at this, it's probably not gonna hit, yeah. And I think I can do this to kind of see where the enemy is going. It takes 2 missiles to take out most enemies. Yo, Talaya, what's up? Oh yeah, and this game has a lot of space elevator thingy. So it's like a major plot point that we will see later on in the game. Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you, Talaya. Hope you're doing good as well. And that's a lot of enemies, so I shall use my special missiles. And the music in this game is so fucking good! I love it. And the 4, can I get the 4th? I'm getting too close, so I'm just shooting the 3. And that's the last one. There we go. Is everything? Yep.
Job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
And yeah, bandits is the code name. Is the code name for enemies.
Slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Actually, hold on a second. Ah yeah, the music is epic, yeah. And this is like a popular meme amongst the like the Ace Combat community. Is like you know the meme when Americans start hearing trees speaking Vietnamese, it's like a trigger. In this game, it's when the skies start speaking Latin. So oh yeah, and that's kind of a main character, the Princess of Erusia. And we can see the replay. We don't really need to see that. You just saw me live, so there's no need to see the replay. But this is cool. They actually have like a 3D, not 3D, I don't know what it's called, but like an actual replay of what you did with the briefing. And you can see me trying to do barrel rolls, yeah. Okay, and then there's the enemy, and then you can see pow pow, and I shut it down. Yeah, and it kind of goes through the whole mission with this. And since it's a really old game, you're supposed to actually get scores. You can see I got 1,000 points for shooting down that plane, and it'll tally up all the planes you've shot, and that's your score. So that's how you kind of master the game. You just have to get better scores. Then we can go to the next mission. There's gonna be a bit of cutscenes.
The Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports.
Just a second, I realized I should probably do this for cutscenes so you can see better. Sorry.
Across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Erusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Erusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Erusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Erusia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Erusians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Erusia, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. case you were wondering. Yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Princess Rosa Constantilis of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Ocean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking. Tragic.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Yeah, I can finally talk. Here I am. So yeah, this game is actually pretty deep in story. So you can see there's, like I said before, a lot of these games start out with coup d'état, colpo di stato in italiano, and yeah, so it kind of happens again in this game. But yeah, it's actually pretty deep, the story. So we're kind of playing like
Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yuzian
what's
continent
the, I forgot what's the English word for it, but we're playing a decoy. There we go. We're on a fake runway. We're building fake planes, so the enemy thinks we're an enemy target, but really we're just expendables.
These forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops.
So we're trying to regain control of the space elevator.
Radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
There we go. So we are at the briefing, and just like the briefing said, it's mostly gonna be us against ground targets. So we do not fight always other planes. We also have to hit ground targets. And apparently, this game is in 2019. This game, I just noticed now. There's a time and a date on the left side, and apparently this is 2019. I totally forgot about that. So anyways, we're going to attack oh yeah, and we can also see research other planes and buy special weapons. This is there's a lot of planes in this game, like a whole lot. Like for example, we just have the F-16. These are all DLCs that I bought. And apparently I don't even own the special missiles, or do I? No, I actually own the special missiles. Okay, but every plane has 3 specials, and we get credits by basically playing better. That's it. And there's also mods that you can apply to the planes. Yeah, there's a whole lot. Actually, I can zoom out. Yeah, and there's like look at all this shit. There's a what the. I remember in my first playthrough I never managed to unlock everything. Like there's a whole lot. Actually, though, since it's a air to ground mission, do I have anything that's available that's good with air to ground? I mean, I could use the DLC's one, but I don't know if that's... Yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna use the DLC ones. What the fuck? I paid for them, why not use them? And this one, yeah. I don't think this is one that exists in real life. This is just one that was made specifically for this game, and it looks badass as fuck. And there's our logo right there, which is Trigger, and it's a wolf, just like me. I think this is never mind. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything. But we can equip a laser on this thing, so maybe I will do it. This is air to air, and that is a bomb, just a standard bomb. Actually, let's try out the laser, you know? Why not? And here you can equip mods, but I don't have... Actually, I have one. Wait. Yeah, and I have a number of limited slots. This, what does it do? Migliora l'accelerazione? Okay, so acceleration, why not? Sure. Or should I take it off? Fuck it. I'll put it on. Why not?
Squadron, sortie, ASAP.
And we're going to start mission number 2. It's already been streaming for an hour, but and I had a bit of pre-roll, so that doesn't really count. And this thing is fast as fuck. Holy shit.
Shot down could land in civilian territory.
And let's see how the laser does. Okay. So it actually is pretty strong and lasts quite a while. Holy shit. I expected to... Oh, did the... Wait. The whole thing shifts. Look at this. This is so cool. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I'm getting a bit too excited for this game. This is why I love it. It kind of blends. Oh, helicopter. It blends like real life stuff with science fiction, and I love it just for this. But these targets are pretty far apart, so I'm just going to run, shoot. That's all I'm gonna do. And actually there's a target right here, and we'll use the cinematic camera. Boom. Okay. I wonder if I can use the cinematic camera on laser. Can I? Maybe not on just this lone thing. Let's get closer to like a cluster of enemies and then I'll use it. And something is shooting at me. It's pretty far away, so there we go. Now it's getting close and I evaded it.
Two targets remaining.
Actually, the AA guns, which stands for anti-air, are probably the most annoying things, because like they're not very powerful and they can't shoot very far away, but like you have no real way to like dodge them. So you kinda get cheap damage. If there's a lot of them, you kinda get chipped and they can hurt. So there we go, that's a nice cluster. Let me see if I can do anything. Oh, there's gas tanks, holy shit. Okay, I cannot use the cinematic camera on those. Kinda hard to aim this thing, but we did a pretty good damage, so... And we're kinda raining terror over here. They can't really do anything about us. Did this guy just take off? I think I'm way too close to this guy. But that's okay. And that's why I thought maybe this game isn't really the best to stream, because with all these maneuvers it can be kinda hard to follow. I can do this and maybe it's a bit easier to like see as a spectator. It's less nauseous. But I kinda like to do that I need to use like an extra finger. So Star Wars Squadrons. I tried playing Star Wars Squadrons. I don't know if it's like really the best to stream. I played it a bit, but it's really hard. You're playing against other players, and a lot of the players are really good. Like you have to master the game in order to be competitive.
Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many
But
as you can.
if you want to play, yeah, we can play. That's no problem. And we'll laser these planes, which
Four targets remaining. Enemy transport destroyed.
that guy was trying to take off, and we have to take out the control tower.
Here's some feedback for those floor merchants. Write your manuals in a language we can understand. All transports have been destroyed, but what were they carrying?
Yeah. Yeah, there were transport planes, but one exploded really big. One had a really big explosion.
Stand clear, 15 meters. UAVs ready to launch. Away.
Okay. And surprise, surprise, drones. It's not like
Status report.
a boring game.
On radar. They're close.
It's just really hard to like fully master the controls, and they have a little bit of choreography. These drones.
Dealing with UAVs, but that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right?
And
Use them.
this,
This is Golem 1.
like they are taken out in one shot, but the drones in this game can be like a pain in the ass. It's like you know, like Goombas in Mario. They're like super easy, but like when there's a bunch of them, like in really shitty spots, they can actually get you.
You're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
In gun range.
Maybe I can shoot this down with... Okay. I saw those bullets, I thought they were enemies, but they're actually my allies behind me. They were trying to get the drone ahead of me.
Just 2 more.
This guy is in the clouds, I don't think I can lock on to him. Locked? Yeah, but in the clouds the locking kinda gets lost. Yeah, I'm missing like all my...
The enemy knows a few moves, but that's about it. Just chase him down and pull the trigger.
Mage 2, you've iced up.
Oh yeah, and if I stay in the clouds too long, there will be ice on my plane, and it's harder to turn. And I'll be slower, and I can stall easier too.
Casualties. Locked. Fox 2.
Column 3, Fox 2.
Come on! Get out of the clouds!
Trigger, don't let the trigger run around. Take them down one at a time.
I swear this is harder than it looks. Okay? Okay, there we go.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
Hi, zombie!
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
No need to see the replay. I got an achievement for that.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive.
Oh,
Let us
from
reclaim
this
those
replay I can really see how this game, how this plane speeds up and slows down really fast. Look at that, I can speed up and then slow down. Okay. Oh, that went okay. Yeah, Twitch notifications sometimes like fuck up. I don't know why. And we're probably going to see a little bit of cutscenes. Or not. No, it's going straight into the briefing, so...
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier Kestrel 2 was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101.
Oh yeah, and this is kind of the Metal Gear of this game.
Development of the massive arsenal birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
So the whole game is about getting this space elevator back. So for this game, it's mostly gonna be an air-to-air mission. I think we can pick a good fighter. Wonder if I have enough money to unlock a new fighter. Even though I have all these DLC ones, I don't want to abuse them because they're like it's extremely good for like early game. So I have 131k. This one, does this fares slightly better in air-to-air mission? Maybe this one is even better. Let's see. Hold your finger up to the screen and see if that's better. No, they're actually equal. Never mind. Is that better? They're equal too. Okay. So maybe let's see. Is there any plane? Oh, actually, this one is the same. Yeah, they're all the same. They're all the same. But I kind of want. This is my favorite aircraft. So maybe I kind of be biased and just buy this one just so I could get my favorite aircraft earlier. And I'll get the aircraft, and it shows off the beautiful textures and whatnot. Actually, I haven't cranked up the settings quite yet, but it still looks good. And we'll get the airplane, the basic special missiles, which is long-range air-to-air missile. This one had the basic the special missile it locks 4 enemies at once. This one only locks 1, but it does a lot of damage and it's quite far away. So that's good. Can I use? I have 61k. I can buy this one, which is like a mod I can put on the plane, and that will unlock all this. And the A10, yes. Okay, but the A10 is 120k, so maybe not. This helps me to defend against icing, but I don't really need it, I think. This... Oh, I can actually unlock an 8-lock air-to-air missile. I think I'll have that, thank you very much. Yup. Okay, I'm gonna use this in this mission. It looks so cool, but I don't want to use the DLC fighters. I don't want to abuse them. So I don't think I have the option to change the paint just yet. So I'm gonna use the 8, and let's see if I can put some. Yeah, let's just put the only 2 mods I have, just cause, and we'll fly right out.
Squadron aircraft preparations complete.
Oh yeah, and this plane has 2 seats. Wait, did it take the F-14? This is the F-14, right? Yeah. This plane has 2 seats, but like the co-pilot doesn't say anything, just a random dude. Yeah, this is the F-14. Okay, this is a plane that exists in real life, and if you look at the wings, you can see how they're like normal, they're spread out. But when we take off and fly, they actually fold back and make like a super aerodynamic triangle. And this happens in real life. It's a real plane that really does this. It's actually really old by this point, but I love it.
Squadron, this is the situation.
It's super iconic. And this, I think, is also the plane that was used in Top Gun, the movie.
Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Golem 1, thank you.
Oh yeah, and there's air currents too that will throw your plane around.
Time to show the other guys that we can wet wild and do dirty, dirty things.
That was really inappropriate for a commander to say that, but sure, we'll take it. And maybe I can use the gun on this guy. Yep, there we go.
If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move.
They're all flying really close to me for some reason, so it's easier to check out. Oh yeah, and they're teaching us about flares. We don't really use them right now. Flares are like if you can't avoid missiles, they're like a jolly that immediately breaks lock. And on this plane we only have 5 of them. So yeah, I'm not gonna hit at that angle, that's for sure.
Nice kill.
One remaining.
Oh yeah, and forgot what's yeah, you can technically play this game all in first person, and there's actually VR support, but I'm not actually sure if you should, because like already like this, it's quite nauseous. It kind of induces nausea a little bit when you're flying around. I don't know if it's easier or worse like in first person. And like the inside of the plane is modeled as well. Not quite super duper detailed, but oh yeah, and these are kind of scripted. And there's the Metal Gear! This scene was like used in trailers. It's a plane that carries planes. And now we're gonna use the 8 lock-on because like and they're already shooting us, but we're gonna shoot them back.
Just waiting for mission command.
And seriously, I didn't hit anything? Are you sure? Come on.
These guys are definitely a step above the last drones. These guys will go down easy.
All aircraft, no change in game plan. Destroy the arsenal bird.
Oh yeah, and we have to destroy the Metal Gear, the Arsenal bird. Come on, that wasn't enough. Okay, that wasn't enough either. Wow. I'm a bit slow, so I don't want to stall. And I missed that. What the heck? Is this guy cheating or something? There we go.
Skeleton 1 lost.
Imagine cheating in a PvE game. Okay, and since the Arsenal bird is right there, we'll take a bit of distance, then slow down, turn back around, and use the 8 lock-on. Maybe if you will actually lock on to the things I want, that would be better. And they're actually reloading right now, I can shoot them back. And
Skeleton 3's lost.
Where's that report?
Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
yeah, you're gonna hear a lot of that. Beep beep beep, missile, missile, missile. That's unfortunately this is part of the game, especially in the later parts of the game. There's people who have gone. Oh yeah, and it's got a force field.
Skeleton squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command is ordered to
I think I can't actually shoot it with the force field up, right?
save your chatter for the
Yeah,
Column and main squadron.
the shield blocks everything.
To escape.
Wilco, but column 2 is hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
So right now the mission is not not to shoot down the arsenal bird anymore. And I've got to sneeze just a sec.
It won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning
There we go.
home.
So yeah, we can't shoot down the arsenal bird anymore because it's got like a shield. It's got like sea of features, and just went peace and left. So we just have to kill its children now.
Retreating aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Column squadron, main squadron, hang in there and come back safe.
What the fuck is this guy? Okay. Is that enough? Yep. Okay.
Just keep firing.
Just keep firing, forehead. It's easy. Just shoot them down, forehead. It's so easy. Just kill them all, forehead. It's so easy. Okay.
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
There's an enemy that shows right there. Ah, there it is. Oh, we have to protect that guy?
Retreating aircrafts. Prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, column 2, engage now.
I think, probably.
Gargoyle 1, caution, missile!
There we go.
Skykeeper, Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell?
What the hell?
Column 2, status report. Just talk to me.
No, just so increasing. Yeah, I know.
Wingtips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Become one with the puke. Am I diving upwards or downwards? I can't tell.
I'm scared.
I'm diving upwards, okay. Oh, so this should be the right way up. Okay, sorry.
Get those UAVs off of France.
That was way far away.
Allies hit. Column and mage. Move in to provide support.
Okay, so we do have to protect them.
Dodged it.
Let's just use these ones. And they're all missing. Good! That's exactly what I wanted.
UAV eliminated. Going for the loader.
Is in range of guns.
That's enough, right? Nope. That's way too close.
Get your asses out.
Die, motherfucker, die. And as you can see, they do get harder in the game as the game goes on. And that's it. And we'll go protect that other guy.
What's your status? Status report.
She's a predator.
And you can see the current shifting my plane away.
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
died. Ah, yeah. I think we're going to be introduced to one of the main enemies of this game.
Sorry.
You can't see.
UAVs have been splashed.
Okay. Or not? Never mind.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Maid Squadron, withdraw.
Okay. That's over. So we lost a friendly, and they're arguing about whether or not we should have fought or retreated earlier. And they're going back to their mom. There's even a landing sequence here. And if I remember correctly, it's, yeah, and as you can see, there's a little hook at the end of the plane, and that's how real life carrier landings are done as well. There's like a bunch of like strings on the deck of the aircraft carrier, and wow, this seems a bit too fast, but okay, we got it. And they'll hold like the plane back and slow you down.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
So, okay, so technically we did succeed the mission, but strategically it was a failure because the carrier we were supposed to join up with was sunk. Okay. We have time for I think a couple more missions. Oh, cutscene.
Here he comes.
Just a sec, and I'm gone. Bye. Yeah, this is the main villain. Here we go.
Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now, compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing the stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Aruja lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Aruja, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
Okay. And I'm back. Hello. So I think at this point in the game we're gonna be switching to these other characters, right? Or no? No. We're still soldiers. They just gave us a little bit of a story breakdown on what's going on with the other character.
Swiftly to the space elevator, no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected.
I think you're gonna
Send a
see.
single aircraft through the network and send
Yep.
a rescue team soon after.
Yup. Okay.
A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator.
I'll talk
However,
after this.
a reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot will head up this strategy as you, Trigger.
Yup.
After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
So, another mainstay of like this series of games is flying through canyons or ravines or like extremely tight land masses that shouldn't, I mean, it could be possible, but like it's extremely unnerving. It's super hard to do. So fuck, I forgot to see. Yeah, I think it was only. Fuck. No, I don't want to see that again. Okay, thank you. So it's only ground target. Okay, cool. That's all I needed to know. So, do we have enough money for the A-10, which is like the best plane for air to ground? Where is the A-10? We have enough money, but not enough for like special missiles. So it comes with an unguided bomb. Yeah, as you can see, it's air to ground. The second to last gauge is like super high, but it sucks as air to air. That's fine. So we have unguided rockets as well, and then we have the guided rockets that lock onto 4 things at once. I'll have 16k after the so I can buy the guided ones. Yeah, that's okay. Let's just buy the A-10, my favorite plane. There it is, so beautiful. It doesn't have the shark teeth livery, but that's okay. And then we'll buy the guided rockets, please. Thank you very much. And yeah, the reason I like the A-10, it's kind of like one of these planes that normally when you like design a plane, you usually design like the frame of the aircraft first, and then you put weapons on it. For this plane in particular, they just designed this cannon right here and decided to put a plane with the weapon. So you're essentially a flying weapon. You're not an aircraft. You're just a flying weapon. That's it. And once you hear it, you'll know why it is so powerful. So yeah, actually, I wonder if I can show you. If you can see like these turbines right here, they don't produce a flame unlike other fighters, so it doesn't go really fast. As you can see, speed is like super slow while comparing to these ones. Yeah. So we'll take the guided bomb, thank you very much. And luckily it's a slow aircraft, so it's actually easier to fly in like this kind of mission when where you have to maneuver through like a canyon. And I wonder if I can yeah, sure, why not. Let's add those since you know, we have them, so why not use them? And we have to rescue the president. President, get down.
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
How does that work? And as you can see, we have to get to there while avoiding all these red circles. We'll probably fly like in this mode, so we can see what we're doing a little bit easier. Maybe we'll even switch first person, you know? and the inside is fully modeled. But I can't see the ground as well, so maybe we'll just fly this way. Maybe I can accelerate a bit since this is just straight on. Oh yeah, and the music kind of fades in and out with the clouds. And we'll try and make a turn right here. Oh yeah, and if I remember correctly, there'll be like air currents later on, trying to push us into the radars, which is kind of a bastard move, but that's the way this game goes. And we'll go straight through here, and we can see the space elevator in the distance. That's the needle in the background, but we can't fly straight to it because there's all these things right here. I wonder if I can squeeze. No, I can't actually squeeze through, right? Yeah, no. Let's just go through here. And apparently the enemy military can only see by radar. They cannot visually see or hear anything. You know, this isn't a supersonic jet, but those turbines are just souped up versions of what would normally be on like a Boeing aircraft. So like a commercial airplane, and you can hear those from pretty far away, so I don't know why they cannot hear us, but we'll take it. Well, that's a little bit of science fiction, why not? And then from there we can turn in. Actually, they have raiders in the sea? Excuse me? Is that even possible?
Situation normal. No change. RTD going home.
Are we actually listening to enemies' radio frequency? Oh, we have a timer, actually. Let's speed up. I just noticed in the upper left corner we have a timer, so let's speed up a little bit.
Trigger, you got two directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you.
Oh yeah, we can take the longer route or the shorter. We're going shorter, of course. What are we nobles?
Making good progress, Trigger.
And maybe we'll slow down.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know, we got a bunch of people pulling for you.
And that should be good. That should be good, actually. There we go.
Harling is still the president in my eyes. He built the space elevator and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success,
there we go. We're through. Now we can turn in.
I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger.
Supposedly... Oh, actually, I can cut through here too.
Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
Should I? Yeah, let's do it. I think that should be right in between the boobies. They look like boobies, that's why I told. Sorry, I have a mind of a 5-year-old, never mind.
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet, real fight's about to get started.
Yup, time to shut down everything. Actually, time to kill everything on this island?
Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing
Is this an island? Yeah, it's like a man-made island, sure.
Missile closing. Evade.
And bam, bam, bam.
Target destroyed.
They're recharging, so we'll just use regular missiles for now.
Mage 2, target down.
And then switch on the locking. Yep, I'm stalling at it. And one is gonna go. Okay.
Half of the anti-air guns down. Half of the SAM sites are down.
Trigger, sorry about the wait.
There we go.
Cavalry's here. Column squadron.
And then we'll use
Now it's our turn. Understood?
the famous cannon.
Enemy before they can respond. Sea Goblin will arrive shortly.
Sea Goblin?
Hostile anti-air before that.
We are Japanese goblin.
Mage
Is
2,
that a
missile
goblin
launch.
or just another goblin?
Target destruction confirmed.
This is Sea Goblin. We've arrived. Do we have a clear LC?
Mission still in progress. Stand by.
It's so slow that even if I hold the brake for a little bit too long, I'll stall like immediately.
Destroy them.
Okay, there we go. And I think, yeah, that's all.
All SAM sites down. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, you are cleared to land.
Cleared that pretty fast.
Multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
And we got even more drones coming in.
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
So the
Golem and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
yup, okay.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
The music is so good. Yeah. So the aircraft, the helicopter is picking up the president. So we should be good. Missile. Head on. Apply directly to forehead. And yeah, there we go. We'll take that. Thank you very much. And probably this one.
Missile launched.
Actually, there's a drone. Should probably take care of that first. And installed.
UAVs approaching the space elevator.
Yeah, there's a UAV right there. Let's just chase them. I'm not very fast, but I'll do what I can. How far off is the helicopter? It's all the way there. There's a lot of allies. Why aren't they helping? Okay.
Sea Goblin, all survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harling alive? Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let
I just heard, yeah. Is Mr. Harlan alive? Yeah. What was that?
That's about half. Pump up the rest.
And there we go. This should be okay. Cool. There is a bit of current, and it's a sea crane. Right. I mean, that's not. That's like secondary target. I could also not hit it in the.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out.
I think he just spawns more enemies, doesn't it? I forgot. Don't remember what it does. There we go.
All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data link.
And Mother Goose 1, there it is. That's the helicopter we need to protect. Come on! I was going to shoot that one down. Oh well. And there's a cheeky little drone trying to make a break for it. So this motherfucking current pushing me away. Go.
All UAVs have been splashed. All aircraft. Former President Harling's
I think my chat froze, but that's okay. Let's just go back. Actually, I wonder if I can refresh it from here. Just a sec. Can I refresh? No. Refresh. Yeah, sure. There you go. Okay. Hopefully it wasn't frozen. I refreshed it anyways.
Let's wait till we're home safe.
Wait, was that the helicopter just taking off now? What the hell? Does it really take 5 minutes to start? Okay, so the Metal Gear is coming. Yup, holy shit, that's a lot of enemies. Oh wait, I have to chase those things down with an A10. Holy shit, this is gonna take forever. Might be the end of the stream by the time I shoot them now. That might actually be possible. Actually, it's 4 minutes left, so there's actually no way. Never mind.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you. This isn't exactly a fight.
Understood. An arsenal bird is on its way. Strategic
Is he getting hit? That's why it's showing me.
Bandit has a lock on me.
Mage 2, down any UAVs near Mother Goose 1.
Yep, we're trying.
Missile launched.
There you go.
Range of guns. Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Wait, what do you mean it's been shot? Okay, never mind. So, probably we shouldn't bring an A10 into this game. Into this, actually, if I try from last checkpoint.
Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, it spawns me closer so I can actually protect it. And not like from super far away.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
A big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs.
Can actually protect it without being super far away with this super slow plane.
Column 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element.
Okay, that's one. You're not gonna hit that one, that's for sure. But for this one I can, right? Yup, that one surely can hit. Yup. I'm already shooting down more than I did before, so that's good. Maybe we'll slow down a little bit. And then push. Already getting hit. What is hitting you? Yup, okay, there's enemies right there. Fuck! Please, no! And... okay. Okay, so I actually have to stay near it. Okay, never mind. Please.
Gargoyle, change radio frequency.
Come on. There we go.
Gargoyle 3 to Babel. Double Roger.
Skykeeper, what the hell was that? Gargoyle did their job. I figured, but why weren't we informed? The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual.
I'm not sure what happened. I just know that the drones tanked missiles.
Roger, continue to maintain air superiority. Other Goose 1 hit.
Other Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Aid Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Other Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
I keep shooting endlessly. I mean, I have endless gun ammo, so why not?
Other Goose 1, respond. Other Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Other Goose 1?
Of course. Mage 2's in the clouds. Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling, please respond!
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Doesn't have the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Okay, so apparently the pilot died, so the president itself is flying, and for some reason it's going back in. It's not going away, and its radio doesn't work.
Fox 2. Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace.
Yup. We're trying to get you out, old man.
Mr. Harlan, are you piloting that plane?
Arsenal Bird Liberty, passing waypoint 2.
Make two.
Oh my god, Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was OG. A friendly missile hit him.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating.
Friendly fire! I saw it!
Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. The Rusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. Was it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye in the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal Bird is
And,
all aircraft withdraw immediately.
This is a bit scripted, but we technically team killed the president. As bad as that sounds.
Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
But our protagonist is mute, so he's not gonna say anything.
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed.
And
Sadly,
rip the
there was no
president,
hope he
apparently.
survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating the former president. There will be an inquiry. There will most probably be a court-martial.
But... And yeah, unfortunately, that's the way it ends. We're trying to free the president from the space elevator. We eventually did. The helicopter came to pick him up and tried to get away. Got hit. The pilot got injured, so the president was flying the aircraft, but instead of going away from the space elevator where it was once, kept prisoner, he wanted to go back to it. And yeah, while trying to defend him, we technically team killed the president. I don't know what the hell happened, but it's gonna get explained, I think. And I have like 20 minutes left. Should I play one more? Should I end here? I think I can play one more. There's gonna be a lot of cutscenes though, so just a sec. I'll mute myself and make myself invisible.
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here. My dad died flying for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this, talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
All right, guys.
Okay.
I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy.
And so yeah, we're now playing like the penal unit. So our character Trigger got sent in here in prison because we team killed the president. So
Was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial.
the spare unit. And that says a lot about
in the flesh.
how much they care about us, right?
His tag
So
name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire. And as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off an alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay, I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again?
Wonder how many we'll lose today. Better than solitary.
How many can actually...
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer.
Okay, so
we don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
yeah, so we're playing decoy right now. This is actually a fake aircraft base, but we need to make them believe like we are a truly legit one. So we're gonna be flying out, and the best part is that you can actually play the DLC fighters in these missions. Well, it's supposed to be like it kind of breaks immersion, because like you're supposed to fly like planes that have been rebuilt together from like parts of scrap, but you can actually fly like experimental fighters and whatnot. I don't think I want to buy any new planes right now. Wait, I went down this path, so I could there are new planes from that way? No. It's the F-15 right there, which is alright. And then oh, the last one is the YF. It's kind of nice. I think I'll just like unlock the pathway to a plane, and that's it. Sure. And a missile power. That's good to have. And that will unlock the possibility of buying the F-15, but I'm not buying it right now. That's it. I think that's all I can do right now, so that's good. Let's go to the mission and try and finish it before my time is up. So apparently I locked this. And this too, the Starfighter, nice. Which are the planes that we're supposed to fly, since these are the ones that were kind of built back together. In fact, these are quite old planes by today's standard, so that's why they want you to fly those, but we can technically use everything. So since it's an air-to-air mission, maybe I'll fly the F-14 yet again, and we'll use the long-range one, since we're mostly gonna be fighting other bombers right? That's what the briefing said, so...
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
I forgot to see if there was actually any liveries I could put on. But that's alright.
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
Spare 8, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies.
Okay.
Touche.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now. My blood's boiling! Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back. He makes it back when you land your ass is grass.
When you land your ass is grass.
Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
Okay.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked.
Damn, you're good. Let's make this more interesting. Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil.
So we're able to fly jets, but we cannot use cannot use weapons yet. And that's the sound it makes when I try to shoot.
I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base.
Anyone got a smoke? I'll roll you one.
If any of you die, just think of it as you atoning for your crimes.
Jesus Christ. That's kind of dark, isn't it?
Leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me?
Righto. That's messed up.
So we just need to like take hits and make noise, make a lot of noise according to that guy.
Look at them. Blowing up a bunch of paper planes.
The enemy seems to think our air force is concentrated on this base.
Yep, I can't even lock on.
Can't the enemy see that? Isn't that convincing?
Yes, the enemy just hit the control tower. Hey, what's with all the shaking?
Okay, so
Not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
Shall I move to shoot down all? Commander McKinsey. Damn it!
okay.
Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're clear to engage. Show no mercy.
Okay. Now we actually have the ability to shoot down enemies.
This is the penal unit. First, I decide
Bombers? Yeah, enemy bombers. Yeah.
Alright, assuming command. All aircraft support me.
Because they actually hit the commander, and you know.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting everyone will get dressed up real tricky.
There we go.
Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up. Head to the next target.
Allow me to educate
The
you.
music.
You get your tail marked.
Oh wow, I can actually lock all the way from here.
Before you notice the crime.
That's why I wanted the long range one, because you can lock on to very far away, and this mission you just need to take out the bombers, so you can actually ignore everything else. Maybe not the missile that's right on my ass. Okay, cool. And there we go.
Sorry,
Oh wow. I'm actually getting hit by the tail gunner. But that's okay, it's only like 2% damage. That's fine. And there goes another one.
This is decent at what it's famous for. Wouldn't go that far. Target's that slow on a challenge.
And yeah, Count. I think he's supposed to be like the gambler. Everyone says it kind of looks like Nickelback. So we got Nickelback dissing us. No, I Roller is the gambler. I'm not sure. Count. Fuck he is. Oh wow, actually got hit. Oh wait, there are other targets. Ooh, I almost crashed into him. That should be enough.
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack. What the hell are you doing? Wilco.
There we go.
Kinsey, please maintain silence for the moment.
Trigger again. Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck.
Yeah, there's no way I'm actually gonna hit. I got distracted. I needed to keep looking at the minimap. Yup, I'm attacking, I'm attacking.
Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades.
First he says, what the fuck are you doing? And then says, yeah, don't take the fun away from your comrades. Excuse me, what the fuck do you want me to do exactly? There we go. And fuck. There we go. There's the target. Fuck it, I go to the long range. Who the fuck cares?
Oh yeah! Let's do this. Sparing, watch your mouth.
I don't think he said anything bad. Why would he watch his mouth? I don't understand this game sometimes.
Mission complete. RTB.
Okay, so
Let's have the devil in his corner. Spare 7. What happens if the one you've bet on dies while landing?
Then you win. So what? You're not done?
Just checking.
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway. Spare 15, you have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm. 3,000 meters. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. 1,500 meters. Heading is good. Stay on course.
I don't think you land with the air brake out in like this kind of jet.
You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing.
But there we go.
Right. Stand by for your next sortie.
I lost a lot of money for that trigger. Don't forget.
Yeah, I don't want to die on landing. I don't know what the fuck you want from me. I'm not risking my life to make you to let you make money. There we go.
Did I say you could take down the enemy? Throw anyone who disobeys into solitary.
Well, you kinda got bombed and didn't say anything, so we just winged it, wink from there. I think we're gonna watch a cutscene, right? And then, no, actually, we're gonna end here. Yep, that's all there is to this stream. So, this has been my first stream. Thank you for watching, whoever came up. Apparently the YouTube stream kinda cut off midway. It went back up like a couple of minutes later, so we might have like 2 VODs on YouTube, unfortunately, but that's okay. So yeah, thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out socials, mainly Twitter, because that's where I put all my updates, and it's at VVCH, which I forgot that I should actually put everywhere. I put my full name, Vivi Wolfram, on YouTube and Twitch, but I wanted it to be VVCH. I wonder if I can change it later. Just because it's meant to be like a play on words between a channel and Chan, because I'm a huge weeb. Anyways, thank you for watching. And yeah, make sure to check on Twitter for my next streaming. I'm not sure when I'm gonna stream next, and what I'm gonna stream next. I don't know if I'm going to continue this game. It's as good as I remember. I probably crank up the settings because I don't remember it looking this way. I remember it looking a lot better. So. We'll see. Maybe I've just gotten used to good-looking games and I'm just spoiled. So yeah, Twitter for updates and possibly memes. Yeah, as I share memes sometimes. And yeah, thank you yet again. This is like the 5th time I said thank you. And I'll catch you all sometime. See you.